I'm Amy and welcome to Warpfiend Studios where chaos reigns. This is a shorter video today. I just want to show you a quick method of doing some non-metallic metal freehand lining on cloaks and jackets. I think this is a really good way of taking your minis up that extra little notch. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so I've got this guy here. As you can see, he's already got some non-metallic metal gold on the moulded lining of his jacket, but I want to add some more around the back. I'm just going to take some Baylor brown and make sure my brush is properly wicked off with a very fine point. I'm just going to sketch in a line a short distance from the edge of the jacket. As you can see, it's kind of messy. Some of it is too thick, other parts too thin. So I'm just going to go over that until it's as even as possible. Although I will come in later with some black to tidy up where it's too thick. Before tidying up, I'm just going to make the pattern a bit more interesting by adding a little chaos star symbol in the corners. First I sketch a quarter of a circular line in the corner. Then I add 3 lines like so. Then finally I sketch in the arrowhead. So there's the plan of a chaos star. I'm going to finish up the basic pattern with Baylor brown off camera. Okay, now I'm going to take some thin down black paint and I'm going to go around the edges of the pattern to tidy it up a little bit more. You can use whatever colour your cloak is to do this stage. Getting your freehand precise is an ongoing process. You can jump back and forth between the colour of your cloak and the freehand colour as many times as you need to get it perfect. Now I take a 50-50 mix of Baylor brown and Screaming Skull, again thinned down heavily. I'm going to highlight all of the areas of our line that are naturally raised by the folds of the jacket. Cloaks and jackets are nice and easy ways of getting the hang of NMM, as they have a tendency to have some nice peaks and troughs that lend really well to this kind of highlighting. On a flat surface you'd have to work out where all the light reflections were yourself, but here we have a helping hand guiding us. Some of the flatter areas you might choose to put in some extra reflections. This is a little more difficult to judge, but you just need to try and keep some variation between light and dark to really sell that metallic look. Now I'm going to take some pure Screaming Skull and reinforce the highest highlights. Don't worry if you go over the edges with these highlights, we can come back to the black at the end and tidy it up again. After doing that, you can see it's starting to get a shiny gold appearance, but the next thing we need to do is define the shadows. I'm going to start off with some Scrag Brown, And again, I'm just going to paint it over the line we've sketched, but this time hitting the parts that are in shadow. You can see I've got a little bit too much on my brush. I don't want it to start running, so I'll just dab that off on a paper towel. Next I take some Doomball Brown and reinforce the shadows a bit further. Finally, I take some Rhinox Hide and hit just the deepest shadows. You can be sparing with this colour. There's our gold non-metallic metal effect. I'm going to tidy this up with some black and then show you the finished model. Well, that's my quick method for painting non-metallic metal freehand on cloaks, and I hope you enjoyed it. There are many different patterns you can draw using this simple scheme, and you can make it as simple or as complicated as you like. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you soon.